Leos, hello and welcome to your mid-May check-in with me, Coco. Thank you for being here with me. If you are new here, welcome to Birdsong Musings Tarot. If you are not new here, you may notice that we are in a different space, and that is because I moved. So that is also why I did not upload April general readings, and I, moving forward, will now have some more normalcy there. Just a reminder that this is a general reading. It is not a one-to-one private reading. So if you are interested in a private reading, you can always go to the description box below and click the link to my website where you can book a private reading with me if you so choose. Also, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising Zodiac signs. If you do not resonate with this reading, I do highly recommend you check out the readings for your Moon and Rising Zodiac signs, or whichever sign that you are not watching for. I find that sometimes my Moon or my Rising sign apply more to me in certain months more than others. So first we'll see generally what's going on with you. We'll also take a look more specifically at love and relationships, and we will also look at money. So let's get into it and see what's going on for Leos in May 2025. Thank you. Wow, instantly. Magical map shifter. What else is going on here? Sacred pool. It came out in the reverse, and I don't usually take reversals, but I'm being nudged too. For some reason, it feels important here. So, interesting. In May, you are aligning with your purpose and your path, and there is somebody who is helping you do that. There is somebody in your life who is helping you unlock something, notice something, who's helping you either by supporting you and helping you out in a positive way. This may also be somebody who's actually appearing as somebody who doesn't want to help you. This could be somebody who's giving you difficulties and pushback in life. Those people are also magical map shifters because they are the people who are here to show us how to step into our power and how to be the best version of ourselves. And that's when our path really opens up to us. So this card is really powerful. I do get the sense that you are individually very much feeling more confident, more powerful. This is about your self-esteem. This is about you feeling good about yourself. Whatever is going on here in May, maybe there is somebody who is showing you where there are some cracks in your foundation when it comes to self-esteem and self-worth. Either that, or you are developing self-worth and self-esteem. You're starting to feel more confident. This is about how you see yourself, the reflection in the pool of water. And this card itself is just really beautiful. All the details in it. So, okay, Leo. Let's see what else is going on. I do have a new tarot deck. It is the Starseeker Tarot, and it is the pocket deck, so it is mini. This is very good. I highly recommend pocket decks for people who suffer with arthritic pain or autoimmune pain or carpal tunnel. Big game changer. Let's see how you're being encouraged to show up right now. How are Leos being encouraged to show up? Ace of Cups. I think Ace of Cups also came out for Taurus. Taurus's reading or Gemini's reading. So if you have Taurus or Gemini in your chart, came out in the same exact position, or you might have a Taurus or Gemini in your life. Ace of Cups is asking you to be open to new beginnings emotionally. This is really about becoming vulnerable with yourself and your emotions. The cups indicate water. They indicate the emotional world. So your guides really want you to open up in that way. Maybe, journaling, becoming aware of your emotions, tracking how you feel throughout the month, especially if you have like a menstrual cycle, just seeing where your emotions fluctuate, and what makes you feel good, what makes you feel irritated, what makes you feel angry. Keep track of all those emotions. The Ace of Cups is also about forgiveness and self-forgiveness. Forgiving yourself where you feel like you might have fallen victim to somebody else's bad habits or bad behaviors, or forgiving yourself for being harsh on yourself, anything of this nature. Because it feels like forgiving yourself will help you feel better in your confidence. It will help you feel better about yourself. Being gentle with yourself in May. All right. Maybe get to a body of water as well, if possible for you, Leos. Let's see your challenges. What are the challenges for Leos in May 2025? Thank you. What are the challenges here for Leos in May 2025? Ooh, that card just flipped. You got the Emperor here. Yeah, there might be somebody who you're butting heads with, who you don't agree with, a boss at work or a father figure. You might be realizing that there's a father figure in your life who you do not agree with, who is not very gentle with you. Now that could be the case here. And they could be an Aries, a fire sign, somebody who's very headstrong and very much like my way or the highway. Now, this could also be you, Leo, so do be aware and make sure that you are not presenting in this way. Make sure that you are being flexible with yourself and others, because the challenge here is that rigidity. I was about to say rigidness, but rigidity is the correct word. The Emperor is almost like the divine masculine. And when I say masculine, I don't mean gender specific. Masculinity is an energy that we all have. But too much of anything can manifest as something negative. And the Emperor can be very, very obsessed with responsibility and these very Saturnian themes of constrictions and rules and regulations. And no, that's not allowed. You're not allowed to have fun. Because I'm not allowed to have fun. You're not allowed to enjoy yourself because I'm not letting myself enjoy myself. Get the pattern there. So you might be butting heads either with yourself in this way or another person. Let's see how you can... Actually, I want to know a little bit more here. Now, actually, what also is coming up is that you might be trying to ascend the ladder at work or just reach a certain level of prestige, or it doesn't feel like wealth, it feels like prestige. If that is what's on your mind, Leo, then judgment. If that is what is on your mind, then it is almost like consuming your mind. It's almost not leaving much room for anything else because you have this Judgment card here. Judgment says that there are really important decisions. I mean, wow, you've got the Ace of Cups, the Emperor, Judgment. Some big decisions ahead, but also this is about rebirth. You are trying to show up differently, or there's a huge opportunity to show up differently, to embody a lot of changes that you've made recently in your life. And Judgment says, hey, you're the Phoenix reborn here. You have the tools. You are able to start something new, but you might still be going through this process of change and discomfort and burning things down in order to figure out, okay, what do I need to build to make a strong foundation? How do I build back up? I hope that makes sense, Leo. Sometimes I feel like I can get lost, but I hope it does make sense. Okay, now let's see how you can overcome these challenges in May 2025. How can they overcome this challenge? Thank you. Eight of Wands. There's a lot of movement and progress happening. If you are committed to something or reaching a goal, it's very much on your mind, and your guides are saying go for it. It's an intense process right now that you're going through, though. It's death. You have the death card. Something needs to die and change. Judgment and the death card here, that's what that alludes to. Something needs to desperately change here in how you approach something, someone, how you think about yourself, how you act. You know, if you're acting like the emperor too much, pull it back. If you're around somebody who's acting like the emperor, it's time for a change. What can they do here? What can Leos do here? Knight of Cups. If there are any apologies to be made, now is a good time to make them. Again, this water element here. It's time to be emotional. It's time to face your own emotions about something. If you love somebody or you feel like you've been running from somebody, it's time to move towards them and not away from them. There is a lot of forward movement in this death process. I don't feel like it's going to stop, but it feels like it's really good for you. It's something that needs to happen in order for you to become like a more whole person in this sense. Like, not whole, you are already whole, but like more well-balanced. More well-balanced and rounded. Thank you. Four of Swords, Ten of Cups, the Fool. This is a time of reflection and stepping back and inward movement, going inward, in order to bring about a brand new beginning, in order to move down a path of joy where there is connection, where there is family, opportunities for your future. If you are somebody who wants to start a family, that is something you are thinking about. If you want to get married or move to a new place to be closer to a partner, that is what you're thinking about right now. Let's see your home environment. Leo's home environment, please. Thank you. In May 2025, what's their home environment look like? The Chariot. Yeah, like I said, lots of forward movement. This death process, this major change going on, and it's full throttle. It's full throttle. Okay, let's see the end of May 2025 for you, Leos. What's the end of May look like for Leos, that outcome? Thank you. Wow, Ace of Wands. Very nice. That is inspiration, more forward movement, but in a way where you feel like your passion is at your forefront. You're feeling good physically as well, physically, spiritually. When the Ace of Wands shows up, it feels like people are living in alignment with their values and beliefs. And so that's what's going on for you at the end of May. You might be feeling very creative at the end of May. Really inspired, really energetic. Like you have a lot of physical energy or creative energy that you just need to like get out in some way. The Tower. Tell me more. Nine of Pentacles. Something, I feel like this Tower here is you. You are initiating something throughout the month of May. It's about an epiphany, a realization that you have, or you're just like, I need a change. And people might find it shocking for you, but for you, it's not shocking. For you, you're like, yeah, this is about my independence. This is about my self-sufficiency. I want to start a business. I want to get a new job. I want to move out to a different state or country. Like the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is so confident and believes in themselves and is ready to take the next step in their life, in their journey. So that's, wow, there's a lot going on, Leo. A lot going on. A lot of like endings and beginnings in May, which I think is quite symbolic of spring. Let's see what's going on more specifically in love and relationships and money. Can you please show me what's going on in Leo's love life in May 2025? Thank you. What's going on in their love lives? Page of Pentacles. Building. Ace of Swords. One more, please. Thank you. Whoa. Page of Cups. Oh, beautiful. I love the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups together. You're really trying to build a foundation with somebody in your life. And if you are single, you are trying to get good habits going, be consistent and disciplined with yourself. And, you know, this is backing up your words with actions. This is somebody who is training. They are focused on their wealth, their resources, their health. They're building physically. They're building their money. They're building their finances. They're building a home. Whether that be physical or, you know, internal. Ace of Swords. There's some honesty here. Honesty and straightforwardness going on. Good communication with people in your love life and other relationships. And Page of Cups. Somebody might be coming to you and saying that they are into you. You might be going to somebody else and saying you're into them. An offer might be made in some kind of way, or this is just fun. The Page of Cups is nice. It's this like innocence. It's this lightheartedness, this playfulness that I think a lot of us lack, especially as we become adults in our relationships. So there's a lot of that coming through. That's really nice. Let's see what money and finances looks like for you, Leo. Money and finances, please, for Leos in May 2025. Thank you. What do their money and finances look like in May 2025? Knight of Swords. All right. Okay, please show me a few more. Page of Swords. All right. Ten of Swords, the Sun. So you are maybe feeling a little bit exhausted, defeated, annoyed, thinking about money and finances. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? The world we live in today is crazy. Tariffs are crazy. The economy is crazy. You are trying to be as strategic as possible and trying to learn how to handle your finances. You're trying to be very smart. The swords are the mind, the intellect, and you've got almost all swords here with your money. You're feeling annoyed though, irritated. There could be something, they're letting me know, my guides are letting me know, there's something that you feel like has punctured the balloon of your bank account and is like leaking. So there's something like it feels like there's money leaking out. There's a leak, or there's that could be like a charge that is like a repetitive charge happening on your credit card that isn't right, or maybe you're being double charged every month for something. It feels like it's hard to stop, or it could be that you're having to pay somebody every month for this thing that you just really don't want to pay them for. Sorry for the truck that just passed. And it's frustrating, but you've got the Sun, so you're trying to keep positive. You're trying to keep optimistic about this. So I like to see this because if I see the moon there, it's like anxiety. It means that there might be like something creeping up on the horizon, like a surprise payment that you didn't know you had to make. But the sun means that things are quite out in the open financially, so there are no secret things, like nobody's secretly, I don't know, charging you for something, but there is a leak somewhere. So do take care of that, because my guide showed me like a little balloon, or like, yeah, it was a balloon, and then there was like a puncture hole in it, and there was like money leaking out. So you'll want to double check that, like, you're not being charged for Netflix twice a month. Okay, let's get some words of advice from the Wisdom of Tao Oracle deck. My favorite. What are your words of advice? Any advice for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Risings? May 2025. Okay. You've got two here, if I can flip them over. You've got refuse to be used. This is the first card. Pull away from your fears and refuse to be a victim. You will never be happy if you don't end the toxic arrangements that imprison you. Love yourself. You deserve better. Yeah, was definitely getting that with the Sacred Pool card. This is about self-love, how you see yourself, how you respect yourself and talk to yourself. You've also got the Not Meant to Be card. Don't take it too seriously. If, despite your best attempts, the outcome is not what you wish, it was never yours to begin with. The world is full of new opportunities. Self-pity and diminished self-esteem will only obscure your view of what is to come. There's that self-esteem popping up again. Okay, and I'm feeling like I should pull you a Woman of Myth Oracle card. I don't often pull from this deck because the imagery is a little bit intense for some people, and I don't want to scare anybody off, but like, it's really cool imagery for most of the cards. Let's see who you're encouraged to embody right now. Who are you encouraging Leos to embody right now in May 2025? Oi. I'm going to take the first card. You've got Takane, who is the adventurer. Her story is really cool. She's like an African princess, I believe, who goes and slays this monster that only men have historically slayed. And she does it to like prove herself. So let's see what this message is for you. This card deals with victory, responsibility, and rewards. This card represents new beginnings and a fresh start. You're up to the task or challenge, so it's time to prove your worth or your mettle. Quiet the negative voices in your own head or from others, and defy expectations. Be bold. Seek out adventures. You're not too old, too young, too big, too small, or too much or too little of anything to get started. Live your life on your own terms. Give yourself an incredible quest of your own. There is that fresh start coming up, which we saw here with the Fool card. And there's the Death card. So something is seriously changing. And I feel like it's opening your world up, and it's opening you up to new experiences, Leo. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you all so much. And I will see you next time for the June general readings. Take very good care in the meantime.